Knock knock, RoguishDelight here with a new episode. Wanna know what it is? Well, I can tell you, but I will have to kill you. And meteor swarm. Today's episode is about TPKs. Yes, the dreaded TPKs, total party kill. The big screw you. And today, we're going to discuss how to avoid them, when they might be handy, and how to pick up after the player's suffering from one. So for starters, avoiding a TPK. As the DM, you're in charge of just about everything. What color the sky is, what birds crap on people's heads, and of course, when people die. Ultimate power. But a TPK usually means game over. Sorry guys, get out of here, and that can be bad. All your planning going right down the toilet. But sometimes it's hard to help. Accidentally putting players up against a monster they can't handle, the players doing something truly stupid. Who knows really? Anything can happen. But some things you can prepare for. So, from what I have learned from experience, the group may be a party of 4 level 3s, so according to the monster manual, that means they can handle a monster with a challenge rating of 3, right? Seems easy enough, huh? Wrong! How many times have I placed a party against a mob that should have been slim pickings, but ended up horribly murdering them? Or they go up against a monster that is supposed to be impossible, and they take it out before breaking a sweat. What I suggest is test them. Because of different party builds, abilities, items, or more, a party might be weaker or stronger than their level might make you assume. What I usually do as a nice test is early game, usually not the first thing, but within the first few levels, I toss an encounter at them that they shouldn't be able to handle. And if they fail or are failing, have a nice ex machina to help them out of this combat. Maybe the enemy gets distracted and runs off, maybe they wake up in a prison, maybe some hero comes and saves the day. Regardless, it gives me a chance to test their abilities without them being in any real danger. Of course, never tell them that. If they get their butts kicked way too quick, then you know they are pretty weak, and you should keep things slow and easy for them. Maybe introduce some helpful items early on in game. If they take out this impossible encounter, then wow, they are stronger than they should be. Go easy on giving them awesome items since they don't really need them, and size up those encounters. A nice little tip, sometimes more is better than bigger, especially when dealing with OP barbarians. Ugh. So, a little test early on in game helps you understand as a DM how this party works together, class-wise. Some combinations are stronger than others and can handle more, while others not so much. Health rolls and items and more also come into factor, and this makes it so you can size things accordingly, and go a step further than the recommended challenge rating, which might horribly kill them. Next is pretty common, the players doing something stupid. Now, without horrible plot protection and railroading, this can get pretty hard to deal with. Say the sorcerer decides his teammates are useless and tries to kill them off, or maybe the world is going to end but the party would rather chill out at some tavern than go deal with it. So, they suck. Let's just kill them, right? Wrong-o. Killing them off is a simple solution and ruins your hard work, which really isn't fair. No. Instead, let's punish them. The party refuses to leave the tavern, huh? Okay. How about a incubus has now taken residence and is flirting with everyone and making things super awkward. He keeps transforming into nasty old dwarf and constantly trying to cuddle with the party members and annoy them. If the party members try to attack him, he simply charms them, making them unable to. This is just annoying and humiliating to the party members and can coax them into wanting to get the heck out of there. Bringing a powerful but rather silly NPC to help nudge the characters in the right direction can be a DM's best friend. A scary high-level wizard might normally be seen as an endgame enemy, but not so much when he is senile and keeps casting weird spells to make the party look and smell foul until they leave. But he is too powerful for the party to even make a dent in to try and attack. Boom! They are nudged back on course via a humiliating punishment. Now, this won't always work, especially with stubborn parties. This is where you can pause the game and talk to them. DM to players, a simple, hey, the world is going to end in 3 days unless you go to this shrine, is really doesn't interest any of your characters? You're all fine with dying and losing everything? Generally, if they have anything written down in their goals or bonds, they shouldn't be okay with this. Kindly remind them of this. Talking can solve a lot more than you might think, which is why charisma is the best stat. Now, sometimes a TPK can kind of be a good thing. Say you told them you want them to be good characters, everybody good alignment, friendly, heroes of the people, excellent, and yeah, on their character sheet they wrote good, but they go into town and suddenly start stabbing people and robbing them galore, and you're just sitting here like, when did the party go psychotic? I don't know what to do. What do I do? This is horrible. Oh, gee. Meteor swarm! And they're dead. Now, what if a TPK happened that, you didn't exactly plan for to get rid of them? You did everything you could to try and get out of it, but it happened anyways. No need to be upset. It's in the past now and probably wasn't your fault anyways. Now what? Well, if the game ended super early, within the first few levels, why not make a game in the same world setting, same plot, but a little different? Have the previous group be like a prologue to the overall story. It keeps them involved, despite being dead, while happily moving on to the new group and not losing your story. If it is super late game, maybe try continuing with the character's predecessors. Maybe they had a guild or a town or some sort of followers that wish to avenge their former idols. Or, of course, if the game ended from stupidity and the character's not caring, maybe it's time to start anew, since apparently they weren't interested in that game, in which case, do some talking and planning beforehand to figure out what these guys want and can get into. I hope this has all been some handy-dandy advice for you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Keep on dying! Ta-ta!